So welcome to J and B on the Rocks. I'm Jay.
And I'm B. But let's just keep it on a first initial basis.
So B has some little special aspect thing to his life that he wants to tell you about.
Yeah, this, as a matter of fact, this episode, we're going to kind of revolve around a certain new development in my own personal life.
So this is basically giving us a chance to just talk about what we're doing in our lives that has nothing to
just
do.
talk, in other words, about ourselves.
Yeah.
And things which are of minimal interest
to you, the home viewer.
Right.
There is an observation that has been verified repeatedly. It is simply that at Dial America, people stay. But why do they stay? Rita Swilley explains, "I love my job because of the fulfillment when I see a room full of people who I have hired."
So we are going to this is a special orange night, by the way, and we are going to start with an orange aid. That's AID, not in any way related to AIDS, which is an awful disease that some people have. You want to put in 2 ounces of vodka first of all. So actually, I think we want some. Yeah, we want some ice. Here.
Oops.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate your sympathy in saying oops for me. I'm going to put 4 cubes of ice in each one of these. This, by the way, is a show which glorifies the responsible use of alcohol by teaching you to make a variety of mixed drinks. And one of the main purposes of this show is that that you, the home viewer, are supposed to make the drinks along with us. So, really quickly, go get a glass, get some ice, and you're going to want to put 2 ounces of vodka in each glass, or if you're only having one. I mean, I would highly recommend having 2, but, well, you want 2 ounces in each glass anyway.
Certainly we would advise you to invite a friend over and share.
Yeah. So, 2 ounces of vodka. Then you're going to add, now this is the special ingredient. This you may not have, but you can improvise by going to your local liquor store. We wouldn't want to endorse any particular liquor store like Big Red, but anyway. You want some Grand Marnier. Now this is a liqueur. It's 40% alcohol by volume. It's triple ... orange. Triple orange, and it says triple orange here again. You know, it would have been nice if, since it says triple orange twice, they might as well have put it a third time and thus gotten some kind of subtlety involved. But you know how those French are. Okay, so we're going to put an ounce of Grand Marnier in each one of these. I'm using a shot glass, by the way, to measure these because my judgment is kind of blurred this evening. Add some orange juice. 4 ounces of orange juice to be precise. I'd say that's about 4 ounces. And I'd say that's about 4 ounces as well. Now, the last thing you want to add is club soda. Now we have Canada Dry club soda here, but I would like to emphasize that any kind of club soda will do you. Now, it says fill glass with club soda. I'm not really going to fill the glass, but I'm going to add some. Okay, and so there we have an orange aid, and I'm going to get one of these little plastic stir sticks and use it for its proper purpose. That is to stir. And I'm going to sample this beverage. Orangeade. I would pronounce that as distinctly potable.
Julie Baguette, administrative assistant, said, "I enjoy the people and the diversity of individuals." Mae Simpson, left, was quoted as saying it was a fun and enjoyable atmosphere, allowed me to finish my education and join the management team.
You know, the sign of a good drink is that the alcohol, the taste of the alcohol does not overwhelm in any way. And I'd say that this is genuinely a good drink, because even though I know that there's a fair
3 ounces.
3 ounces of liquor in here,
Booze.
you can hardly taste any of it. Very pleasant to drink, and yet I'm already copping a mild buzz.
Do I look autistic?
So anyway, I wanted to now get to the kind of meat of the program here, which is namely this me.
Bart, the meat.
Yes, of late I have been employed, I've made my livelihood for the past couple years as that most dreaded and feared of American occupations, namely I've been a telemarketer. And
He's the guy that calls you up at dinner time and says, "Would you like to buy something?"
yeah, so you're familiar with me. And
You indeed may have spoken in person to B.
yeah, I've been working at a place that many people in the viewing audience may be familiar with, right here in Bloomington, Indiana, Dial America Marketing. And I say that many of you may be familiar with it because lots of people come there and work for a week or so, find out that they can't hack it, and they quit. Now,
How long did you last there?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes, I was the most veteran sales rep. It's interesting because telemarketing is not physically a hard job. I mean, you just sit on your butt and you work your jaw, much as we do
Yeah.
here.
We're slackers. Did we mention that?
Except that, of course, at Dial America, you're not allowed to drink while you do it.
I make about $150 a week, incidentally, and he
we'll-
used to make.
Yeah, we'll get to my my weekly wage in a little bit here. I just wanted to explain that the little motifs, the little stuff that we've intercut here in the show, you've already seen one or two, and you'll see some more, are from the Dial America marketing publication, which is called The New Dial.
Now that I find truly fascinating. They have their own publication.
That's right.
Is it? I guess it's to make you feel like part of the family,
That's right.
part of the dialing family, the tele-family, as it were.
Scott Orman, assistant branch manager, said, "Compared to my friends, I feel I'm the luckiest one. I can go to work, have fun, and laugh." And here, Telecenter manager Ray Swain presents 5-year service award to branch office assistant Pauline Yanetsky, who observed, "I liked the job, I liked the people, and that's why I stay."
So, in the 2 years that I've been employed at Dial America, I've gotten a number of different premiums. I mean, coffee cups and pens and things that say Dial America marketing on them, team spirit, summer selling, summer fun, little slogans like that, T-shirts and whatnot. And I wanted to share now a couple of the
Show and tell.
yeah, this is kind of the show and tell segment. I wanted to share a couple of the most treasured things that I've received in my 2 years of employment at Dial America. It's a hot pad, as you can see now. Now it's seen better days. That's because it's been used and loved. Okay, and you see what it says there.
Yeah. Season's greetings. Now wait. Why is that so brown? What have you been doing with it?
Well, you see, that's kind of funny. You know, for a while I was using it as a hot pad, and then we ran out of toilet paper one weekend, and well, this was sitting near the bathroom, and so
Say no more.
yeah, it
brother.
took on a new use. However, I just want to emphasize that it was that I really appreciated this thing and used it well. And here's the other really treasured thing that I got from Dial America, also a nicely colored thing. It's a extremely well made sweater.
Well, now that is just red.
Yes, it's very red, And
it again says DM. There seems
Yeah,
to be
can you
kind
see
of a
that?
corporate theme there.
can you see that there?
Yeah, more or less.
Dial America Marketing. You see it says Dial America underneath. It's a nice imprinted, monogrammed thing. There,
Yes, it looked like summer outside, but the Cleveland Book Sales Office went ahead and staged a great New Year's Eve party. Reps on each shift were treated to a tasty buffet in celebration of the arrival of the Dial America fiscal year.
But really, more than anything else, probably the most treasured thing, after working at Dial America for 1 year, I was given a 1-year service pin. It was a nice little bronze thing that had a little America with the letters DM in it.
Wow.
A little lapel pin, as
Wow,
it were.
that's
or a
nice.
tie
Where
clip.
is it?
Not really sure. I've kind of lost track of it, moving from one place to another.
I can't believe that. I mean, it meant so much to you.
Well, yeah, and I think that this would be an appropriate time then to drown my sorrows. Or
drink.
First down this drink and then drown my sorrows.
A goals board in the Louisville office lets the sales reps know what their daily magazine quotas are. It works very well. Since they've been using it, they have hit their goals every week. Pictured here, David Klitz, assistant branch manager, getting acquainted with branch office assistant Sandra Nichter, whose sunny smile has graced this Dial America office for 5 years.
As our second drink, I mentioned before, this is an orange special. We're going to have an orange whiskey. This drink incorporates 2 ounces of whiskey, first of all. Now, we have almost precisely 4 ounces left in this decanter, this fine plastic decanter. See, I can squeeze it, and yet it doesn't break. So I'm going to pour half of it in each one. Yeah, that'll just about do it. And then again, we're going to use an ounce of Grand Marnier in each one. This fine French liqueur stuff thing.
Just so orange.
Yeah,
Triple.
yeah. It smells like orange. Can you smell that?
Oh.
Yeah, so we're going to, and then, let's see, what else are we adding? We're adding a half an ounce of lemon juice, actually, just to kind of tempt your taste buds. Tempt your taste buds. Okay.
Tempt your taste, bud.
Then let's see. We need. Okay. The only other thing left to add is orange slice. Now this calls for orange slice. We couldn't find a can of orange slice actually, and so we're going to use a real orange slice and act like we didn't know any better.
Radical.
Okay. So we've got this orange which we bought at Kroger, although we wouldn't want to endorse any particular brand of supermarket. But notice that when we bought this orange, it had a J on it. And I find that highly appropriate because, after all, I'm Jay, and I'm the one who's going to cut it. So this was earmarked, as it were, for me.
But show them the other interesting produce that we got.
Oh, actually, that is interesting. We also got this. Now this is a vagina. But it's actually on a pomegranate, and
you don't see that every day.
you don't see that every day. And
Not even in Bloomington.
We'll talk about this pomegranate a little bit more later in the show. But for now, I'm going to slice open this orange. So I'll just get out my trusty knife here.
Wow.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah. We're up here in the attic, actually. I'm talking to you on my cordless phone, and I'm on video, no less. And I was in the middle of making an orange whiskey, which incorporates 2 ounces of whiskey, 1 ounce of Grand Marnier, a half ounce of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of superfine sugar, which is optional, and we're not going to use it, and an orange slice, just for your information and edification. Yes. Yeah, you
Cordless
sound
telephone.
fascinated. Well, we haven't made one yet. Here, actually, because you ask, I will go so far as to complete the drink, which all that is left is to add the orange slice to it, and then I will tell you just how good it is. So, I'm gonna put this slice here on the edge of the glass, and then shake it up a little bit and taste it. Ooh, wow. I would pronounce that as distinctly festive. Yes.
This photo comes to us from the Port Richey office. Their hang loose appearance is deceiving. It is the result of a dress down promo. These Dial Americans were having a good time and a very successful sales week.
So, for 2 years, I worked there at Dial America Marketing. 2 years of my life given over to this activity of calling people up on the phone. And last week I quit. And now I'm looking for another job.
So how much are you making now?
Well, yeah, see, I guess I should point out, the nice thing about telemarketing, the nicest thing about telemarketing, was that...
so this is a sliding scale of nicety.
Yeah, but at the top of this nicety scale, it paid well.
Really?
Yes.
How much did you make?
Well, anywhere from $5 to $10 an hour. And
so how much per week?
Well, usually about $100 a week.
That was the key phrase that I was looking
About
for.
$100 a week. We were working, 15 to 20 hours. And now, however, I am unemployed.
An unemployed drug addict,
and therefore making $0 a week. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
you're not making any money? How are you going to pay the rent?
Well, I've put a little money aside for just such an occasion.
Oh, okay.
You see, unlike most Americans, I have scrimped and saved, and I don't actually have, as opposed to, never mind. Before I get on the sanctimonious trip, let's thrill and enthrall you with this video clip.
See what I'm saying? Hey, isn't that guy B from J&B on the ROX? Down here on the corner? Hey, aren't you B from J&B on the ROX?
I'm out of work and I need some work.
Well, I got a fence that needs painted, and I'll give you a nice warm meal. And
no,
and a
see
warm.
what it says here? It says booze.
Now listen, we'll work this out in a minute, but I don't think that's.
Okay.
Living off sponge cake. I'm gonna do it.
Now I don't think booze is the right thing. Now I will give you a nice, hot meal. Okay? How about asparagus?
I don't want no food. I want booze. B-O-O-Z-E.
Well,
I'm willing to do almost anything, ma'am.
So, as you can see, I'm desperate.
Yeah.
But as you can also see, I'm not a completely worthless human being. Please, please say that you can see that.
Yeah, even with that nice hairdo of yours.
Yes, I've been growing my hair out. What do you think? If you know of any job opportunities or employment opportunities or something that old B could make some money at, just let us know. Post Office Box 3241, Bloomington, Indiana 47402.
We would encourage you to write and tell him of any job opportunity that you hear of.
Yeah,
Because I mean, usually he sits alone in his room all day, just sulking and drowning his sorrows in booze, and so it's not like he can actually go out and search for a job himself. So we're depending on you, the home viewer, to provide him with a job.
Not true. Not true. I am most assiduously seeking a job, and I am being very, very selective about what kind of employment opportunities I'm going to engage in. So please, don't write in telling me that they're hiring down at Hardee's, because I'm not interested in that kind of thing. I'm looking more for something where I can, if possible, set my own workload, but certainly have a high amount of independence and perhaps
So
even
more like
creativity.
McDonald's then.
My partner Jay, once again, has transcended his own eloquence and co-opted the. Oh, wait a second. Just a moment here while I clear myself from this verbal thicket in which I've become ensnared. You know, one thing I've noticed lately is that I don't want to say what I was just thought I was going to say. Okay, so
Okay.
just scratch that.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are we doing now?
Now we're going to have another drink.
Oh fuck. We've been drinking a lot of booze in this show.
But nevertheless, we have a hardcore commitment
Yes.
to bringing you, the home viewer.
An educational program.
That's right, and we were going to continue with that program, and your education and edification by teaching you about yet another drink that you can make,
Orange.
an orange drink.
Orange.
To follow up on this orange whiskey, an excellent and extremely potable beverage, I might add.
At headquarters, the 35th anniversary of Dial America Marketing Incorporated was observed with a sparkling celebration. A delightful luncheon was held, followed by a service award ceremony. The vitality and enthusiastic participation in evidence on that occasion makes it easily understandable why this company has experienced phenomenal growth since its inception.
So this next drink that we're going to make is called a bitter orange, and I'm going to make it. This drink calls for, first of all, 2 ounces of gin. We've already had plenty of alcohol, so I'm going to have some more. And we will transcend this level of intellectual achievement and be somewhere else.
I would like to emphasize at this pass, however, that we are using
Simulated alcohol. You know, I mean, look at me, I'm completely normal. Okay, so, 2 ounces. That's pretty close. Again, oh dear, look, I just spilled alcohol on a library book. Oh dear.
Hush, little darling.
Okay, now we want 4 ounces of orange juice. By the way, you need some ice in the glass first. I kind of left that out. And it actually asks for plenty. I quote, with plenty of ice. Okay, so,
I'm just so glad you got that quote exactly right.
yeah. There's 4 ounces. I almost missed the glass. Fancy that. So, and then a dash of bitters.
No
This
more,
is
no less.
Angostura. Aromatic bitters. This is salt-free stuff.
There's a lot of text on there, and,
Yeah.
and Joe could read it forever.
Yeah, but I will spare you this one time. But we would not, incidentally, want to endorse any particular brand of bitters.
Although if you can find another fucking brand of bitters, more power to you.
I actually added 2 dashes because I'm a rebel. Okay,
He's a
I'm gonna
radical leftist, and he can't be stopped.
Yeah. I'm going to start with my trusty knife. And next, I'm going to chop off my penis. Boy,
Scared you there for a second, didn't it?
Golly, all you Christians out there. Wow. I would pronounce that as distinctly potable.
The training room walls of branch number 406 came to life with the likenesses of characters from products we sell for Newfield. The mouse above is from the Just Ask series. He was in good company with Zach's alligator on another wall.
So, this is a really fabulous drink.
Yeah, the third drink I've noticed is always the best.
Yeah, I would agree with you most
Unless
assiduously.
you have a fourth drink. Yeah.
Okay, so listen, the point here being that
That in the past,
I can't remember. It's
Most
just a
recently-
blur.
you notice how he feigns drunkenness because
Yeah, actually, no. What I was going to say is that one of our several of our viewers have complained actually that recently the drinks that we've been making, that because we've been making them up.
Oops. Sorry that if that edit was a little disturbing for you, but the battery on the camera ran out, and due to somebody's negligence, perhaps my own, we are now.
How did I end up over here?
I think that
Here, I want my chair.
Okay,
back.
who's doing continuity here? Okay, somebody's pay is going to be docked severely this month.
So listen, the last few weeks, last 7 weeks to be precise.
Yeah, we've generated a certain amount of controversy here in the Bloomington community.
There's been this segment of our show called Disturbed Monkey Love. It's a
that's
video that a friend of a friend,
somebody,
of a
it was
friend,
kind of anonymously sent
one
in.
of those anonymous friend type people.
You've seen it though.
Yeah, you've seen it. Disturbed Monkey Love. Well, we've been showing it, and it has generated a great deal of controversy, especially last week's episode, which had some Christ imagery in it.
Exactly. And
So-
well, actually, there have been a lot of really vociferous comments, both one way and the other. A lot of really kind of fundamentalist Christian uptight types, I guess, were kind of offended by that, and some of the other things, the scatological humor and so forth.
Humor?
Whatever. But there were a lot of people who really felt that it was a creative endeavor and were really into it. So we got responses from both ends. You know, people who liked it and people who didn't like it. And
so for the edification of those who did like it, and for the consternation of those who didn't,
Precis.
we would like to present you with, now that we've gone through all 7 segments of this, we are going to now present you with the final version of Disturbed Monkey Love.
Best of.
This is the best of Disturbed Monkey Love.
A retrospective, if you will.
Oh, damn it! Shit!
Father, I'm coming! Laugh real big.
So this week we have yet another special attribute to our little dainty little program. Normally we bring you a vocabulary word for your philosophical and educational edification. However, this week we have gone beyond ourselves. We have gone beyond any possible former constraints. We are bringing you not 1, not 2,
Not even 3.
not even 3, not 5, but 4 vocabulary words.
The first being frowse.
Frowse. Now, you may be wondering, in your stupidity,
Who are you,
what that
sir,
means.
to speak of stupidity at this juncture?
Frowse.
So frowse is probably a word that most viewers in the audience are not familiar with,
Yeah.
namely because it's an obsolete, archaic word which is no longer used in the English language,
Mm-hmm.
but nevertheless a part of our heritage. Frowse. This, I would say, qualifies as a frowse, because a frowse is a wig of frizzed hair.
Mm-hmm.
And what is this
Well,
hair?
If not frizz.
It's not frizzed. Frizzed, meaning to be formed
Frizzy.
into
Oh.
into small little curls. That's vocabulary word number 2. Frizzed.
That's 2.
Right.
Frowse, frizzed.
Now, but on this wig theme, we want to bring up the word merkin.
Merkin.
Now, merkin is a vaginal wig, a wig which would be used in the context. Well, the
Pubic.
what you're
Pubic
seeing,
wig.
yeah, exactly. What
Yeah.
you're seeing on your screen now, for example, would be an example of a merkin in use. This, for
Yeah.
example, might work as a merkin.
Oh my God! I thought that was your hair.
No, I've had a merkin on my head all night. So what do you put your merkin on? That brings us to vocabulary word number 4, quim.
Now, what does that mean?
Well, that's what you would put your merkin on.
Okay, which is so.
The mons veneris, the labia, the pussy lips, as it were.
Yeah.
You see,
yeah.
you see,
Well,
Joe
I'm
giggles here.
I'm glad that this show
Only out of
completely
pain.
lacks subtlety.
The 35th anniversary celebration of Dial America Marketing Incorporated was a sparkling event. All employees at headquarters received an invitation to lunch and a thank you from Chairman of the Board William Conway Sr. and Vice Chairman John Adams.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, first, to set this up, I want to equip you
Okay.
with a quim.
Okay.
Or rather, a quim substitute. Now, you saw this earlier in our show, and certainly, if this doesn't bear resemblance to a quim,
What else would?
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yes, exactly. So hold that there.
Okay, I am the bearer of the quim.
The quim bearer, and I am the merkin holder, and now I will address you
Okay.
forthrightly.
Okay.
A merkin for your quim, my dear.
The cafeteria was colorfully decorated and set up for dining and for dancing. A disc jockey played lively tunes throughout the luncheon. The cafeteria staff produced a delicious meal which was enjoyed indoors and on the patio. There was a hot dog wagon on the patio complete with fixings.
We are now going to present for you. We mentioned to you that we're out of Disturbed Monkey Love segments.
That's right.
But that's okay because we're forging new territory now. We are moving on to yet another new weekly segment on our program.
Expanding the artistic and cultural horizons of the citizens of Bloomington once again.
And
with our
parameters.
Exactly, with our avant-garde program for cultural edification.
So, in that vein, we would like to issue unto you segment 1 of J&B's erotic videos.
Yeah.
First Corinthians 6, verse 18. Flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a man commits are outside his body, but he who sins sexually sins against his own body. Proverbs 6, verse 25. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. 1 Thessalonians 4, verses 3 through 5. It is God's will that you should be holy, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control his own body in a way that is holy and honourable, not in passionate lust like the heathen who do not know God. Romans 1 verse 24. Therefore God gave them over in the sinful desires of their hearts to sexual impurity for the degrading of their bodies with one another.
So that will become a weekly segment for us. And if you are interested in participating in an erotic video, if you have an idea,
If you want to take your clothes off in front of a video camera,
or even if you don't, but you want to do something that is so erotic that you don't even have to take off your clothes, Post Office Box 3241. That's where you need to. Ow. Bloomington, Indiana 47402. That didn't feel good at all.
but I liked it.
You can write to us and let us know your ideas, and we will gladly
Incorporate them
into our little
program
of
PORGRAMME. Hey Jay, I was thinking maybe it's time for us to do our little viewer mail segment.
Oh, okay. Why don't we do that? Yeah. Where is it? Where's the mail?
Oh, well, we keep it in the Bran Flakes box now, remember?
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's where our delivery person brings it to us in the Bran Flakes box, because so that in case he gets mugged on the street, nobody would think to look for the viewer mail in the Bran Flakes box. Yeah, here we go. Yellow sheet of paper. Huh. This one isn't littered with expletives. I think we can actually read this on the air. J and B, I need some advice, comma, and since you guys are of infinite wisdom, I figured I'd ask you. The advice I need is what drink would be best if I'm risking failing out of school, I'm out of money, I've already used 5 commas in this letter, now 6, and my girlfriend hates your show. Please help me. I need a drink really bad, and I just can't pick out the one to match the situation. I just have one constraint, the drink must be potable. Sincerely, Todd Halverson. Now, it's obvious this guy's actually seen our show and isn't just writing to us randomly. Todd Halverson. P.S. Your show rocks. Wow, it actually says that. So, and this is, you may note, this is not my handwriting. I promise.
So we did.
This
This is a real fan letter.
Yeah, our first real fan letter. This means a lot. I think we'll frame it. Let's see. So he wants a drink. That would be best if he's failing out of school, he's out of money, his girlfriend hates the show.
You know, I can understand where this guy's coming from.
Yeah, this sounds like our lives. Because our girlfriends hate, actually I don't even have a girlfriend to hate the show. And I'm out of money and
out of school.
I'm certainly out of school already. I think it's time to lay the big one on the line. I think it is time to make the Slacker. Well, the Slacker is my favorite drink. It is the show. It is the indeed. It is kind of the most appropriate drink and kind of the drink that drives this show along. It is our mascot of sorts, and we're proud to offer finally the Slacker for Todd Halverson. Show him what lies ahead. What lies ahead. So the first thing you need for a slacker is a couple of mason jars. These.
This goes out to you in particular. I can only hope that you're making this drink.
Yeah. You need to get a mason jar first of all, because this signifies the fact that we're so impoverished that we can't even afford to buy our own glasses. Next, you'll want some ice. So the ice, of course, signifies the coldness of our world. You'll want at least 3 cubes in, because life is triply as cold if you're a slacker in the Midwest. Next, you'll want to add an ounce of dark rum. Of course, dark rum signifying the darkness of our lives.
Oh, that's very dark.
Yeah, that's a very dark rum. Next, you'll want to add an ounce of vodka. Vodka, of course, signifying the failure of communism and its failure to connect with us in any meaningful way, or even be like an aspect of our culture. Then you'll want to add some Coca-Cola, which of course signifies our helpless connection to corporate America. You'll just add about 3 ounces of that into the old glass there. Maybe 4 ounces, let's say 4 ounces. Except that's not 4 ounces, but we're making this a stiffy. Okay, and the last thing you want to add is just a dash of bitters. Now, of course, some of these other things required explanation, but the symbolism of bitters in this drink, you couldn't possibly miss. Okay, and then you'll want to shake it, symbolizing the kind of whirlwind uncontrollability of our lives, and then taste it. Todd, I think you have yourself one hell of a potable drink.
Well, cheers. Here's to Todd, then.
Here's to Todd Halverson, our first fan.
And thanks for tuning in. Tuesday nights at 11. This is J&B on the ROX.
See you next week.
And then they see me standing there with the sign that says "We'll work for booze."
Yeah.
So if they can't figure that out, they
Okay.
probably don't know how to operate the remote control.